Gyrocopter or something that combos really well with the Alchemist. Like I don't think they wanna like after seeing these first 3 picks of Exdee, I feel like you don't really want to lane Alchemist mid. Like you can't really lane the Void Spirit. It's gonna be really hard. Kind of just gonna get thrown at, and then yeah. So you lane the Alchemist off lane and you do the Aghanim strat. I think like you just let Petunia play this Alchemist. Yeah, you rush Ags for your cause, and so you need some good cause to utilize the Ags. And I think Gyrocop is one of the best ones at the moment.
We did see a game where they did. Yeah, so we did see a game where Alchemist did get played offlane and ended up rushing Ags for an eye. This is the Aya Weaver I was talking about. So I think it was that game that the Alc went offlane, rushed Ags, gave it to the Weaver, so the Weaver was able just to focus on the Aya was just able to focus on getting a Lotus or an Orchid and a Helm of Dominus straight off the bat. So within 15 to 20 minutes, he already had Ags, Orchid, and Helm of Dominator up on that IO. So obviously, I definitely Exdee's not picking IO in this game. There's no way. There's so much catch and lockdown for him. But I like what you're saying in terms of that Alc being able to pick up an Ags for someone, and you know, but who realistically is next up to be able to get an Ags that's going to help Shadow Fiend?
Not really a fan of the Shadow Fiend. I feel like the best Ags are the ones that help you farm. So like Gyrocopter is the one that comes to mind. Like Monkey King is also really good, but it's banned.
Yeah.
Exdee go with the Jug, very safe pick. Really good against the supports of Rubik and Jakiro. You know, obviously not going to need to buy a BKB. Also, if the Alchemist is offlane, you know, Jug, you're just going to destroy him. Like Grimshock Jug is really, really strong.
Yeah.
So now WRG might need to reassess. You know, I think Exdee is like a very strong level ahead in this draft. Yeah.
I'm quite scared for WRG with the team fights going in with the Lion and Grimstoke because they've got a lot that they can really put down with that Soulbind. They've got a double, I think Earthspike.
Double Earthspike, double Hex, double.
Yeah.
Storm. Oof. Storm is the Lion and Grim. That's like insane.
Yeah, didn't you mention that that usually you ban out 2 spirits for you then to pick one? But that's not always the case, correct?
Yeah.
That's usually because I mean a lot of heroes already been banned up. So,
but the spirit matchups are like known for being like all really close. Like Storm Void is an incredible matchup. I think Storm has a very slight edge, but it's like 55-45. Yeah, it can go either way.
Yeah.
WG ban
being the one with the most mobility. Yeah, obviously Storm Spirit being the one with the most mobility in this lineup. Definitely going to be able to jump the backline. When that was picked up, you said something about the Lion and Grimstoke. Is that Storm's going to be doing?
So
Lion's going to be able to lock
by Lion and Grimstoke. So it's an incredibly hard Storm game. Like if he gets Hex, he's probably going to die. Even Void Spirit, like if Void Spirit gets a Yules, he combos it up with Ether Eminent, and you can die in that duration of like an Omni Slash and like that. What do you call it? Grimstoke bug as well.
What do you think is the reason for this pick?
So I don't know. I feel like they have no way to jump the backline, right? So they know that they need to be starting the fights, and they have no form of initiation. So that they just really have to get initiation, and Storm is just really good at that. Only other option is Ember. So yeah, but it's a really bad Storm or Ember game. But they just really need something that jumps the backline. It's like no other options basically. They're kind of forced into it. So yeah, I'm really favoring Exdee's draft at the moment. WRG also only have 10 seconds left of their reserve time, so they're going to be forced into a corner. And then on top of that, Exdee have last pick as well. So yeah, Exdee's thinking WRG want to offlane pick. I disagree. Actually, it's possible. Yeah.
Want to go?
Either way,
I think that WRG wants to pick up a position 1.
Yeah,
I've got a feeling that they might
be forced into sending Elk 1 because if they send Elk into the Grimstroke jug lane, I don't know. I feel like he's just gonna feed.
Yeah. Do you think they might still put Elk on 3 but just swap the lanes?
That is a possibility. That is a very, very likely possibility. It's a good call. See the Timber banned out. They're protecting the Elk, which means it could be Elk 1. Or well, not Elk 1, but Elk laned in the safe lane. Either way. Bristleback ban.
Lane,
yeah. So WRG now they got 30 seconds to decide.
Yeah, I think that's a respectable ban on that Bristleback. Obviously, it's been picked up yesterday. It did really well for White Rabbit. But I mean, how does Bristol fare up against Jug? Like,
5 seconds remaining.
Well, it's a pretty good lane for Bristol. So I think they just want to be safe. They don't ban it out.
yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Dire team pick.
Sand King. Okay, so it's going to be a Petunia Sand King. So RDK will definitely be on the Alchemist. Some more initiation. They got some follow up. Around their draft a lot. I like WRG's draft, but I feel like XD's draft is just better, even without seeing their last hero.
10 seconds remaining.
Basically, if Junaid wins mid,
would
I
have
feel like
been
XD
really
wins
fun.
again.
Yeah.
So they need Bjergen's hero. Darkseer is still in the bull, and Darkseer versus Alchemist is actually like pretty good. I feel like he made his work against the Viper, so surely he can make it work against the Alpha Sand King. Yeah, I feel like they go Darkseer.
Yeah, and I mean, he was flexing a lot, man. He was.
He might like want to show us he's not a one trick pony and like pick something else, but okay, win. He goes to win.
Ranger.
Oh yeah, some extra lockdown. It's really strong with the Grimstroke, double shackle, always good.
But you said it yourself. Just with the 4 heroes that Exdee already had, they were looking already strong. So maybe they just wanted just something that can just add a little bit more lockdown, a bit more maneuverability. Maybe if she's able to lock down that storm.
The thinking is also very good against the Alchemist because late game, like he pops the ulti, and like, even though the wind can't really kill him alone, it just like negates a lot of his ulti regen, and you can like somehow bring him down. Yeah, they're gonna need a vessel on XD, I believe, but I like XD a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna take XD this game. And so yeah, they'll run over them.
All right, cool. Well, we're gonna go into this second game, man. You said your predictions towards XD. I'm gonna lean towards White Rabbit with my heart because I mean, from a content creator side, I want this to go to 3. I don't want this to be a clean swipe on 2 games done. White Rabbit out of the mix. I want there to be 3 games. So from my heart side, I'm thinking White Rabbit, but from a logical side, I do agree with you. I like XD's lineup. I like what the Wind Ranger can offer. She's a natural Orchid builder sometimes as well, so she can also do a lot towards the Storm Spirit. She's got good lockdown. I mean, in terms of lockdown, they've got 4 heroes out of their 5 that potentially can stop White Rabbit.
And some of those heroes have multiple disables. So yeah, it's just a really harsh game.
Just want to remind you guys all that's watching right now, remember that today we have the grand finals at 5 o'clock. And as a little bit of an extra thing there, we have a special surprise after the game 1. So please make sure to be there, not 5 o'clock. Remember, if you're on time, you're late. So I want you guys to be there at 4:30 on this channel, Keystrokes Esports, twitch.tv/Keystroke Esports. I want you guys to be here to watch the grand final. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And I think George's got a little bit of a surprise for you guys as well. So tune in, come have some fun. I'm going to be there in chat with you guys as well watching this game. I think it's been absolutely fantastic. But getting back into the game, Jace, boy, let's be like, this is looking good. They've got already a smoke coming. And look at Precious. It's a lockdown. It's a spin. It's a first blood for Junaid.
30 seconds to
Wind Ranger gets there first.
He comes out swinging, man. That was quite the start.
It's all falling into place.
I for some reason I can't see the WRG players at all on the map. I can
press F1. F1.
It does not fix.
I
did.
Just
I just
disconnected.
The battle begins.
Interesting that we're seeing our Skion standing on the high ground here in the triangle. Probably going to try and harass this Storm to try and stop his block. Lion does have that Earth Spike up, and he's probably going to do that. This exact thing. MD is unfortunately going to be... he's going to get stopped from being able to block that at all. Are you sorted out, Jace? You good?
No, I reconnected, but it doesn't seem to fix. I can't see. Yeah, the WRG side.
Yeah. I'll just keep on with the game. So bot lane, we do not see a tri lane coming out from WRG this time. B's going to come out there with the Inkswell, going to connect onto the Harry the Hams. But in terms of laning phase, we've got Sand King with Rubik in this off lane up against Remedy, and Remedy is just right clicking Precious all the way down. Precious doesn't anyway. He's got Earth. He's got his Burrow Strike to get away. But he used it after the damage was done. So I don't know if that was the best. You lose a little bit of health and mana there, having to back away from this. And Remedy doing a really good job at putting a lot of pressure onto this off lane. Or while bot lane, it seems that it is a Void Spirit versus a Lion. A Void Spirit and Lion versus the Jug, the Zakiro, and Alchemist. Interesting lineup. That's gonna be that's a 3 Void Spirit. I thought the Void Spirit might have gone mid. But instead they're gonna put it on 3 and Junaid's on that in range of mid.
I sense distortions in the void.
Alright, so MD putting some pressure on Junaid. We're looking at the last hit so far. It looks like Junaid's actually a quite decent lead here, but MD's really putting some proper pressure here. Trying to push that back. I did hear that Jace mentioned that if Junaid wins this lineup mid, it's going to set a really good pace for Exdee moving forward into this game. And with that being said, Remedy with the spin on Precious. Precious does have the Burrow Strike. No, it's actually in 1 second. He's going to try and use it to run away. The lift there from Harry the Hams is going to stop Remedy, almost killing off Precious. Very, very, very close.
You will be forever alone.
And so far, it's interesting to see Lion actually went boots first. Quite like that. I think it's a lot of movement speed in this lane. Really able to kite, run in and out. Dual Breath going to be committed. Not going to connect, unfortunately. But Repo really trying to give his core as much farm as possible right now.
Yeah, I'm now watching through the stream broadcast.
Yep. No worries. Bought a little bit of pressure on RDK. I think he's not doing too bad. He's definitely using that acid spray as much as he can. He's gone 2 and he's going 2 into acid spray and 1 into his Grievous Greed right now. Obviously, just what you think that's just for the harass, just being able to secure all the last hits you can, Jace?
Sorry, I'm just gonna restart the game one more time and try and fix my issue.
That's alright, no worries, no worries. So obviously the acid spray gives a bit more damage. And Grievous Greed's not gonna change too much, but it's like 5 extra gold, but it gives it, not? Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna see bot lane, a little bit of action up and down, not too much going on. I see a little bit of rotation coming out. They're gonna look at these power runes. Mid, there's some action as well. Junaid just taking some damage from MD, but MD's actually the one that's falling a bit low. A lift from Harry the Hams on this Grim, and that's actually a regen bot. Unfortunately, MD does not have 6 and cannot get that. So Junaid's going to be the one that's going to be able to pick up that very nice rune. All while Remedy is now sat alone with Precious. It needs to watch out because B is there. Inkswell is up and ready. They did commit on the Burrow Strike. There's no way for them to get. Precious going to try and bob and weave, but B does have the smoke. And they're going to get the kill. Remedy cleaning off that Sand King. And the tips fly through as well. Oh, unfortunate, man. Very unfortunate. Interesting seeing Wind Ranger actually win run after Storm Spirit used his Overload. I'd expect him to win run so that the Overload doesn't connect, and that just leaves Storm Spirit in the spot where he can't really do much damage. He can just run away, commit it. B might be in trouble. Zip's coming in from MD. Are they going to clean that up? Quite an easy kill for them. And bounties, good timing now. That's going to go 3 bounties for XD, 1 for White Rabbit Gaming. Looking at top lane, Grim's going to TP back in. They're probably going to look at getting a kill again. There is a dust on B. Remedy just right-clicking the Sand King, just trying to force out that Burrow Strike, but that's going to get spot with the Inkswell. Not going to be able to connect, but the spin's still there. Remedy trying to push down Precious here, all while bot lane. Alk actually went down to Baron, went down, and then Repo was actually able to clean up that kill now as well. Get a good trade, all while top. They wasn't able to secure that kill on Precious. He was able to run away, but just a lot more pressure in this lane. Not much that he can really do about it. Rubik having to try and pull the lane, try and de-ward this jungle as well, and do as much for his core as he possibly can. B trying to taunt him out, just stopping that stroke of fate the whole time. You like to see a little bit of flair coming from the players. It's always fun. Just a little bit of extra sauce being thrown into the game. All while mid, looking at the last hits, it's actually pretty even. It's 51-51. The only thing that's different is Wind Ranger that has 3 more denies. But these two mid players have actually been really at it. And just on the net worth itself, Wind Ranger's a little bit ahead, but good follow-up from Storm. Definitely. Missing out that power rune bot really stopped him from being able to regen, so he had to back off a bit more.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think Chase restarted his PC. He's in the waiting room. Oh, bot lane. Junaid's going to go for RDK. He needs to watch out. Biceps is on the back. He only has the Resident Pulse. That's going to be enough to clean it up. Junaid and Baron Biceps with a beautiful shackle. He's going to connect on 2. And they're going to be able to clean up the kill on Jakiro and Alchemist. What a beautiful, beautiful shackle. I don't know if it was intended, but it quite landed on both of the heroes.
Definitely not intended. But yeah, it worked out and it was beautiful.
It's one of those hook shot moments, from the previous game. Really well played.
Junaid having a really good game. 60 last hits at minute 7. Yeah, doing really, really well. MD, 70 last hits. So, yeah.
I was just talking about it now, saying that even though he missed out a region on bot at the 4-minute mark, and his bottle was empty, his mana was low, so he had to back off, and obviously that gave Wind Ranger a little bit more time to get back. But I mean, it's a given that Storm Spirit's going to be able to farm a lot quicker than the Wind.
So yeah, the win being ahead is like a really big win for him, and I feel like Exdee, everything's going their way. They're even on gold and they're playing against an Alchemist. Petunia struggling a bit on the top lane. 0-2, 20 last hits. Sanking not a hero that wants to play from behind. Like he's gonna try and get Blink Dagger, and until then they're just not gonna do much. So yeah,
that level 3 acid spray melted the face of this Void Spirit. Did you see that? Void Spirit ran in. It was like 3 radiances in his face, like an actual sun. Really well played by the line, denying that farm from Alk.
MD is farming very fast, but so is Junaid. It's actually really, really good to watch.
I mean, net worth wise, Junaid has about a 400 to 500 gold lead above him. Definitely been doing really good. I think that. Yeah, the kills that he got really helped out. He's sitting on 3 kills in 0, where MD's only gotten 1. So definitely a little bit of a gold injection from those fights.
The thing is, Alchemist has 50 last hits. So it's not like he's not doing well, you know what I mean? It's just like they're doing really well. The Jug as well, free farm basically. Not free farm, obviously, but he's been doing really well against the Sand King. SK only 100 gold towards his Blink now, 9 minutes in. So you're gonna look at like a Blink around 20 minutes or so of the Sand King. They now move Haggy over to the mid. They're trying to get him some levels or the Storm jungles. Storm, he's about to have Orchid. He's gonna get his Orchid now, 9-minute Orchid or 10. He's gonna look to make some big plays.
High ground.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sorry. No, didn't you see? He went to his cliff and he tried to zip up the cliff, and he didn't have enough mana.
Okay, so
kind of like, this is awkward little.
Yeah, they're going to have him a really good game as well. Like all the cores of XT are really enabled. And against XT, against Alchemist, you really can't be even on gold at minute 10. Yeah.
I mean,
Alchemist is farming well though, so there's always hope. He gets a battlefield, he comes online. Now, okay, it's a huge kill for the Storm Spirit.
I didn't even see that.
Another one.
Jumping on B.
It's crazy.
Reed actually has an ink swell. It's going to
I
land
think
on the storm.
he's gonna zip. He's gonna zip. He's crazy.
Yeah, he does have the zip up. They're going to come try and jump straight back in. They're going to get the kill off their TP getting stopped. Unfortunately, they
It's
couldn't
pretty
help.
huge. It's pretty huge.
Helping out.
Yeah.
But before BTP top, you see what he did to Radiant's jungle. All the sentries that he put down. There's 3 camps blocked.
Okay,
at the
okay,
moment.
it's huge. It's very huge.
That's quite good. But Alchemy, obviously sitting at the 10-minute mark, he's now deciding to leave his lane and move to the top triangle and see if he can farm that. Mid.
So, yeah, I know MD does this very often. Like, he picks Storm Spirit, he rushes the Orchid, no boots, gets a really good timing, and then he snowballs off the enemy core. So if he can find another 1 or 2 kills on Remedy in the next 4 or 5 minutes, possibly Junaid as well, because he can kill anyone on the map. Even Piergant before he gets the Yules, but he'll have it very soon. Yeah, that's WG's win condition. He makes a lot of space for the Alchemist. They win the game like that. But it looks like Exdee have a way more passive style. Like, they like to just... pardon me? Yeah.
Ooh, Harry the Hams now as well. Zap's going to come through lift as well. He actually stole the Finger of Death from Lion. Baron needs to watch out. If he loses that Resonant Pulse, he might be in trouble. But he does have to jump in. Resonant Baron buys him. He's actually going to TP out. They're going to leave that. Lion's going to get killed off by his own Finger. So, good steal from Rubik. I think he was quite surprised when he got that one.
So MD now about to hit level 12. It's a huge spike. The Alchemist is farming well. The camps haven't been unblocked. But yeah, the one hasn't been farmed and the other is just empty. Now gets unblocked.
It's funny you say, you mentioned the Orchid being built before boots. A while ago, when I was still playing and watching a lot of videos and just, analyzing what's good, what not, there was one thing that someone mentioned, and you saying that really reminded me of that, where they said that Orchid got buffed a while back where they made the recipe cheaper. So obviously that means you can get it quicker. So for me, that from my side, it makes sense building that Orchid if you can get it as quickly as possible, because if you can get it before the 10-minute mark, no one has a Yule Scepter or any sort of dispel from that, and it really gives you a good
double smoke actually. Exdee smoking in from the left. WRG going around. They go on Junaid. It's really huge. Okay, this is so huge.
Comes in on the backline. They're going to get that kill on Junaid. But the Soulbind's there from B. B's going to pop the double silence as well. This is going to be enough. The Yule Scepter is going to be thrown out. They're going to land on 2. They do have to dissimulate as well. But with the Resonant Pulse. And there goes MD. Reaper now with the freeze on Baron the Biceps. Going to try and get the kill, but Precious doesn't land. The Bar Strike. But the Omnislash there with the Sandstorm, but they just can't get away. There's so many wards. 2 Sentry wards committed to try and get that kill. But Barry the Hams actually kills off Lion with a power shot on the right side. Precious tipping out.
Good, WRG started the fight really well, but I have no idea how they closed the fight so well.
That B came in with that soulbind and the silence.
It looked so bad for them, but somehow the Jakiro early game damage combined with the Rubik just too strong.
Yeah, I mean that's a maxed out dual breath.
Yeah, even after their core died, it didn't matter. Like the Alchemist wasn't there. Sanking has no blink. The Storm Spirit died, and the Jakiro and the Rubik just did so much.
Battle Fury on Remedy actually as well. That's
he's
not a bad timing at all. He's really, really fun right now.
Yeah, 6k Jug is way stronger than 6.5k Elf. They also have the Wind Ranger that's having an insanely good game. About to have the BKB now. This is actually a very old trick that we started back in 2017 already, where you take the Javelin and you lock the combining and you buy the Mythical Hammer and you make a BKB with it. Because otherwise it would make Maelstrom and you can't undo it. So you can have both in your inventory by locking the combining. It's a nice trick.
Yeah, how many times on Pango I've MD, Harry the Hams, Reaper moving in. Junaid's gonna get spotted out there. Needs to watch out. The ping's gonna fight through.
Power shot.
They might be able to pick it up. Rubik does see that, but he's just going to be moving away further.
Bot lane. Petunia in trouble.
Rubik's going to go straight for Petunia. The jumps in there immediately.
Petunia
and the Hex stop him from running away at all. That's 4 committed for that kill.
Push mid. No,
I really think that White Rabbit Gaming should be pushing the fact right now. They've lost someone, but they've created that space. But what are they going to do with that space now, realistically? And they didn't get a kill off that smoke, so... TP's coming in. Bot, MD jumping for. He does have the Orchid up. But Skian's immediately there with the Earth Spikes and land on top. Jog does not have Omni Slash, but it's up in 10 seconds. He's going to keep on farming. And he does have the healing. Harry the Ham spot. Oh, a lot of damage being done. But Storm Spirit actually went. He's on way at the back. He's got a little bit of mana regen issues. And they're going to lose the tower there. Precious is in trouble. Yule Scepter there from Baron Biceps. And they're going to try and get this kill. Assimilate's there. And that's going to be ult from Skion. Cleaning up the kill. Ouch. That's all I can say for that.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
What I was saying is that a few times on Pango, I've accidentally built 2 Maelstroms. It's quite awkward when it happens. You're just like, oops.
What do you call it? I feel like this game isn't going too bad for White Rabbit now. Like they're allocatating a lot of space, doing what he needs to. Like even the Jakiro, he's also getting like really farmed. Only 1.5k behind the offlane Void Spirit in the enemy team.
I was gonna say when you mentioned
so much space.
Oh, mid lane MD is gonna go straight for Lion, and he leaves him, man, with the Orchid being able to pop it off. Lion actually stood still there for a second, not knowing what's happening.
It's all the Jakiro. Like the Jakiro is making so much space. He draws like 3 heroes just to try and kill him, and then when that happens, he baits them over for MD. MD gets a kill, backs out. He even gets a return kill before dying over. And meanwhile, like the Alchemist is just farming now, over 1,000 gold ahead of the next in the game. Really good vision. MD gets a kill. Snowballing. No mana though. No mana. He's in trouble.
Yeah, Remedy does have Omni-Slash up. They need to watch out. Oh, MD's gonna actually go for the TP. Very cheeky play. Very well played. Good lift from Harry the Hams and good map awareness there. So what I was saying is, correct me if I'm wrong, but so obviously Remedy and ODK got their Blade Mails at about the Battle Furies at about the same time. But I think Jug, he can get it quite faster than Alk with that Blade Dance and Spin. Is that correct in me saying that? If he gets some free space. So but if ODK gets it at the same time with Jug, he has more. His possibilities for him to get items quicker than Jug and start farming faster is better. If you're equal, so if you're equal with Alk, you're better. But if RDK gets a Battle Fury, now he's going to start out farming you. That's basically what I'm saying.
He is now pulling ahead. Like he's 2k clear. Like I feel like Exdee outplayed the lanes and did really well. But in the mid game WRG, they just moving like so much better around the map, making things happen, abusing the Storm Orchid timing really well, playing with their supports really well. And because of that, the game is now like came to this like level even point. One thing that XT has going for them is they have their mid tier 1 at 20 minutes, which is really, really strong, opening up the map for them. Sanking core.
Mid Sanking might be in trouble. Precious Petunia is in trouble. Junaid there with the beautiful shackles, going to connect on the Sank as well. The double jump in is going to do some extra damage, but Precious is a little bit tanky. Silence there from Grim. Zaps from Rubik as well. The lift immediately on the back is going to stun them. Oh, beautiful stun actually with the ult going to come through from Shakira. It's going to land the freeze on Junaid, but Junaid's going to pop the BKB. The Soul Bite's going to land on 2 as well. Storm needs to watch out. He's in trouble here. The ult's going to come up from Junaid onto RDK. RDK is going to try and push the fact, but the Essence Ring is saving Junaid from this. He can't get out. Reaper's on the backline with the dual breath. RDK is going to try and pop the unstable concoction. He's going to land on Bicep, but he does have the Yules. The freeze is going to fly through, and so much going on right now. They're going to land the kill 4 dead for Exdee.
They baited themselves so hard running up the hill. Like, there was no reason for them to do that, really. And now, WRG, pretty strong. Jakiro making a big difference. Like, baits them in, uses the Yules. Yeah. Macro Pyre drop.
Where do you think XD went wrong there, Jazz?
I feel like they just ran up the hill. Like they didn't need to. Like after the disengage happened, they could have just backed off, gone back to farming. Mid and bot is like shoving in their favor. They can run top, but they ran up the hill because they're like feeling greedy. Now MD picks up.
Oh, they're gonna go straight there. That's gonna kill off Lion, and
the supports are just gonna melt now. Like the Lion has a blink, the Grimstroke has nothing. So the Grimstroke is kind of just going to feed. Like, he needs to get to Glimmer. But it might be a very long time before he can get to a defensive item that allows him to stay alive.
It's weird on Lion. He committed an Earth Spike there, but he didn't click on Reaper. He just threw it out straight, and then he missed Reaper. So Reaper just ran to the side and initiated the fight. So, very weird play.
RDK farming hard. WRG is moving out of the map so much better than XT at the moment. I would like to see them make plays though. They have the blink on Lion, and it's all up to him to catch the storm. Like he can catch.
As you say, Pressure Petunias does have to link up as well. We go straight for this.
BKB? He gets it off.
Right there with the BKB and the Essence Ring. He's going to help him out. Zapping, he's going to go straight through. Zapping in and out, but he's going to get a Hex and shackled at the same time. This is bad for him. The power shot's going to clean up as well. You'll have to committed onto this Grimstroke, but they are going to lose MD for that. A little bit too greedy, I'd say. Pressure's in a little bit predicament. Yeah, he needs to watch out. The whole team's there for support. The spot. Blink. Is he out? Oh, the Hex is there. He's going to be down. The Earth Spike's going to connect as well with the power shot. And Brendan. You'll set there again. Is he? Earth Spike. He's out. Petunia. He's going to go for the kill. He actually gets a kill on Lion. He's still there. Oh, but the dust is there. But he blinks out from the shackle.
Junior.
This man is just I think at that point, it's safe to say.
2 cores for support. But it's definitely a really good trade for WRG because the Alchemist, it's a full minute of farming. It's very similar to the last game where the roles were reversed and Skian made all the space on the Rubik. Now RDK getting all the space. Yeah, 3 items at 21 minutes.
I think it's safe to say Skian, the Sand King there, definitely Precious really made his death worth it at the end of the day. Like he pulled a lot of attention there.
Yeah, the 1 and 8 Sand King really, what do you call it, like pulled through, made some big plays.
And that Yule Scepter with a debuff on the dust is so strong. Like he really used it well as well. But he didn't debuff himself; they debuffed him. It does debuff the enemy, doesn't it? If you
yeah, it does. If you yield yourself, it'll take the dust off.
But if the enemy dusts you, let's say Wind Ranger dusts him and then and Grimstroke yields him, does that debuff the dust or no? It's only when you yield yourself.
No, yeah.
MD.
Didn't see it, but yeah.
Because
vision is just like so good, like yeah.
That observer was, like you said, the vision is so good. They were able to kill that Jug off before I could even see it, man. I just saw the zip and he was dead. A steal from Rubik. He's going to be able to pick up Resonant Pulse. Now, if he picks up Ags, that is 2 silences. I don't know if he's going to go for it. Looks like bottom lane. They're going to go for B. Yeah, B's going to pop out his Ink Swell, but it's not going to be enough to get the kill. Another pick off. They're 2 dead on Exdee. Jug up in 1 second, but it seems that Exdee is moving around this triangle now. Smoke's going to get committed from Skihan. Moving bot. Remedy is there. Pressure's going to... Oh, he might be in trouble. The Hex is there. Midi from Skihan's going to land. Then the Pulse with the Dissimulate and the Power Shot's going to clean up that kill on Sand King. Ghost Reaper. Oh, Reaper's going to get Yule Sceptered up. And he's going to get stopped in his track. Dual Breath, not much he can do. 2 dead, and they need a back off. MD having to run away. All the vision in the world. Beautiful observer, but I didn't think they didn't see that good smoke there from Exdee.
Yeah, I think game is going decently for WRG. We're gonna see that the Elk's gonna get maxed out pretty soon. Then he starts buying Ags, and WRG will scale really hard. But then they will reach their scaling cap, obviously, around 35-40 minutes. And then XT, have big opportunity to come back. The Juggernaut gets the Manta, 24-minute Manta Fugue. It's not like, it's not what he needs. He needs better timing than this. I think he's gonna look to go for the Skadi next. I think it'll really help him control the Elk. But once Storm gets BKB, I think his game just gets like so easy because he's 8-2. He's making insane space. He's doing so much, and he's like heavily counted. Once he gets to BKB, the counters kind of go away. Big smoke from XT though.
Yeah,
invading triangle.
They're not going to be able to see anyone. Good wards being put down. Oh, Sand King might be in trouble. Precious in trouble. He's going to get hexed up by Skian. Good blink and the silence there from B as well. The spin from Jug. And they're going to help clean up that kill. That's 1 down. Position 3 for White Rabbit. All while Repo stop. And is that... Yeah, that is in the... Yeah, the Observer's in the lineup that sentry. They're going to be able to clean that up quite easily. And it's rush time now, man.
Elk is so farmed, but they're not contesting a Roche. This is so weird. Maybe they just don't know. Do
you think they may possibly want to wait for that Sand King ult? Or they don't feel
they
comfortable.
Can't, though. The thing is, they already missed their window. It's gone. But they want Elk BKB. Elk BKB is like when he hits his peak strength. He's gonna this strongest hero in the game. He's gonna have magic immunity. Yeah, he's going to be ultra powerful. So they're going to kind of wait for that. This Aegis is going to help Exdee, but being 15k behind, the Aegis doesn't help that much. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, so we see he's going for 6 now. He's got that that wind lace for the extra bit of movement speed. He's going to go BKB next. Do you think he's going to build anything else other than an Ags after that? He's just going to be buying Ags for anyone, right?
Yeah, I think he goes Ags for Storm first. Maybe Sand King. There's a lot of good Ags upgrades. Even the Rubik, because the enemy team has some good Ags abilities to steal.
Realistically speaking, we can probably see it on Storm Spirit. I mean, if you have the ability to vortex everyone into one spot, that makes Sand King's job easier. With the ult being charged up. Again, the positioning from Exdee might not allow that, I think.
Yeah, you can just blink stun it. It's pretty good.
Change,
it's like 6 seconds, entire team change stun. It's like longer than a black hole almost if they do group.
Yeah.
XD have shown they are good at not grouping. Like you saw in the last game WRG, they grouped up a lot for the Darkshire combos, whereas XD their positioning was a bit more better. But yeah, this Roche is going to really help them.
Yeah, that's going to be put on to Jug, of course. He's got his Manta up now. He's got Battle Fury. Looking at it right now, what do you think? Do you think they're going to smoke up and look for a fight, or do you think they're going to put pressure onto this mid lane? Obviously, they don't have Sand King, and when Sand King's up, he does have his ult as well. So maybe, like you said, Jug, Ulk's really strong right now, so they might be looking for a fight as well from White Rabbit's side.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to fight into the Aegis. Like, they don't have to. Like, I think Storm might just shove bot. They can play it actively. They force TP, Storm goes on them, they get a pick off, and then they maybe smoke and play like that rather than just like run in and take a fight now. If they take a fight now, they could lose it, they could win it. If they win the fight, I think the game might just be over. Like, WRG is one fight away from winning the game at a 15k net worth lead.
Which it's crazy because Ulk's sitting at a 22,000 net worth, which is quite insane, and he's really been doing a good job at farming this up. But I mean, what else can you expect from an alchemist? That thing, it farms insanely fast. I think it's going to come down to, like you've said, just positioning wise. We've known Exdee not to bunch up too much, and White Rabbit's been the one that's when especially when they smoke up, they have a tendency to stick together. So I'm interested to see once those Ags get built and who's it going to give into and how they're going to be playing around that. But yeah, pause is done. We're going to be going back into the game.
Okay, on the way.
So it looks like
they come in, but they're a bit too late.
Yeah, Remedy's going to pick it up. Big lift up as well. He's going to get dropped.
He buys back. They want to take the fight.
They do. Actually, Remedy does have that Ags up, and he does have Omni Slash. So buyback from Grim. This is an opportunity for White Rabbit to fight as well, or do you think they're going to back off? It does seem to actually want to fight. Jug's going to push up to the high ground. Beast there as well. They're going to zap a bit, but Tune's going to set up the ult. Jump straight into the backline, get the kill. Jug's going to go down. That's ages.
Really
now,
bad.
He's going to run back, but Silence there from the Storm Spirit, zipping in and out. And Byron the Bison's going to land that disable on Storm. Storm's going to go down. Oh, well, Jug's on double on DK.
DK is off HP. Jug's down though.
He does not have that chemical rage, but it didn't matter. They got the kill, 3 dead on the side of Exdee. Well played. There was a really, really well played fight from WRG.
Yeah, I feel like it was kind of unfortunate the way it worked out. Again, Exdee, they could have just backed off. They didn't need to buy back and commit to the fight. They could have just ran away, but they kind of being a bit greedy. Now WRG, they'll get the tier 1, tier 2. They'll get the outpost. They're gonna keep going though. They want to go high ground. 20 seconds till everyone in Exdee's up and they have no storm. I guess they just want the glyph. I don't know. Well, yeah, Exdee has to give it to them, and they're gonna keep going.
PK wants to push this, man. They're gonna fortify their own groups. They just want to get this as quickly as possible. They're gonna put a lot of pressure in this. Biceps is on the back. He does have Ag, so that is gonna pose some silence. That Resonant Pulse doing some decent damage, and it seems that WRG is gonna back off here now. Oh, an unstable concoction. B getting hit in the face again. Silence from this void spread. Mr. Biceps himself getting used up in the air, lifted by the Runic. Abyssal by the Alchemist. Is going to be able to get out stun there from Pressure. It's going to be able to clean it up as well. Harry missing the stun online, but it doesn't really matter because MD's there to follow it up and get the kill. And now they're back on the racks, dude. Able to clean this up.
Sieging.
What do you think?
Nothing can
What do
really
you
be
think
done.
Exdee's win condition is, Jace?
Oh, so they're gonna take the racks. They're gonna have to be back. There's no tier 2, so they obviously can't take a second lane. They're gonna run mid. The Jug is gonna go deep push bottom. They're really poor. They're really far behind. I'm not sure what Exdee can do. Like, there's a 6-level Alchemist and Jug has 2 items. Yeah, it's really hard. They need to somehow get like good vision and then smoke and take a good fight.
And Odige is looking really strong. Obviously, he's
Very-
BKB is on his way as well. So
Yeah,
now
this is
we-
all pretty BKB out. Like once he gets the BKB, that's when like the trouble really starts.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Looks like we're going to game 3.
It seems so. Oh, the Bissell onto this Rubik, so much committed.
Okay, get semi-baited. Maybe they can go now. Jumps in.
BKB
Gets the
MD gonna jump
BKB.
on- yeah, they do have that lockdown on the line. Line's gonna go down. Trace is on the back. He's gonna look at that ult. Omnisat's gonna get committed as well. Gonna go straight onto ODK, but ODK is just insanely tanky.
He's
When the
so
boss is able
tanky.
to use on the Sand King. Sand King
Junaid running at him. Junaid.
Led in the back. Trying to get the kill. Junaid does pop
Junaid
the
in
essence
trouble.
ring again. Comes
He
in
overcommit.
from MD is just too much. Keon Day with the beautiful Earth Spike.
Big
He's gonna
stun.
go that's gonna go down. They're gonna look at this Brendan biceps, but he zips out too quickly. All while this Grimstrokes now bees the next one on the target. They're gonna watch out a bit there with the Inkswell, but it does not really matter. MD's gonna clean up that kill, and that is 2 down on Exdee. Jug,
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, it's pretty
Keon,
good.
Baron.
Really well played with WRG. Nice fake back to re-engage. Now they're going tier 4s.
Bicep.
I don't think they have the time for this. Can they end?
No.
RDK
Yeah, no
has ult,
BKB
yeah.
used. They're gonna
They
go
go
straight
in,
for this.
they get
MD's
the
actually gonna go
storm.
down, they get down. That's gonna try and
Line
Blind's gonna go
down.
down the top. Look at Jug now as well. Jug's gonna get bar strike here by this this Storm's this
Yeah, it's
Sand
over.
King. And that's going to go to game 3. For those of you guys that's watching this in Dota, please pop through on twitch.tv/Keystroke Esports. And we'll see you guys for the next game. Man, what an absolute crazy game. That was fantastic. Awesome. So, Jace, what do you think White Rubber Gaming actually did better here? What do you think really helped him in this one?
I think in the mid game they just out-rotated XD really hard, played really well, abused their timings, and just won the game from there. Yeah, even though XD got the Roche, like they just WRG executed their draft really well. They elk farmed while they ran as 4. They made space with the storm, and yeah, abused the Orca timing.
Yeah. Do you think that the momentum was just a little bit more stronger? They didn't allow for XD to try and cut them
Yeah,
out or-
they did their own thing. Even though they didn't do so well in the lanes, like yeah, they came back really well, played good Dota. But yeah,
That's awesome, man. Yeah. Like
See
you
ya.
said, they played good Dota. So we'll see you guys on the 3rd game. Remember, guys, tonight, this afternoon, actually at 5 o'clock, we've got the finals. And after the first game, we've got a little surprise for you as well. So we're going to take a short break, and then we'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. Hope to see you guys there. Cheers. Have a good one.
Puffy's going to come in, push him here. He's going to find him, unfortunately not